I woke up Sunday morning and there was snow on the ground. Got my snow blade out and scraped off the sidewalk. You can see it here on our concrete. I started thinking about it, and in town there's a rule that says you have to have your snow cleaned off the sidewalk by a certain time. And I'm not a huge fan of shoveling, so I decided it's time to see if I can come up with something. So I found some scrap material, made a prototype. The regular blade is 7 foot wide, and it works really well. But on sidewalks it kind of scrapes the grass on the side, so it doesn't work so well for that. Could this work? I don't know. But we have a lot of snow coming up, they say. So let's see if we can get this done before a lot of snow falls, and see if we can just make this, test it out. You'll probably see some variations in this because I was kind of modifying things as I was going along, and depending on when the clip was filmed, it may look a little bit different. This is so inexpensive and just made from scrap laying around, pretty much, that you can't hardly not build it. This was also super heavy snow, so I think that this is a good example of what could be done. Now if it was a lot thicker it might not work, because we only had 2 to 3 inches on the ground at this time, but it does seem to work pretty well for me. The wood clamp struggled to hold it on, not because it was hard, but because every time it would move, it would change the shape and they might drop off or get loose, which you see what happens actually right here. They would be tight, but then if it would move or rock, then all of a sudden they would loosen up or vibrate off. The concept here worked pretty well. I like the fact that it can bounce up and down depending on the height of each section of sidewalk as it changes. It does pretty well at that. And that is something I think is important, so I have to make sure I include that, the ability for it to rock up and down. I'm going to start with rebar and weld that onto the blade itself. I think that will be our mounting point for the wood bracket. And
okay, you'll see the next step a little later.
they say we have a storm brewing, so I want to get this project finished with the sidewalks. The winter storm watch, who knows what it's going to bring, but I don't really want to shovel the sidewalks. So I want to get this all finished. We're going to weld on rebar right here, and that way, and another one on the other side, and we're going to get this mounted onto it. It's getting kind of dark here. I'm actually using a nail to scratch the paint of where I want to put the rebar at. I took a break from working on my library, and that is going to be one of the next videos I have. But I'm also got some from Pine Mountain that we're going to be posting soon, I hope. That's about right. See if a Forstner bit works here. This is what it ended up looking like. We've got it reinforced on the back now, down here. And we can just easily remove it by pulling the pins off right there. I think this is going to be a great addition. I could be wrong, but the initial test yesterday showed that it has a lot of potential to work. Keeping me from having to shovel is not a bad thing. So, take care.